start the recording right now. But I wanted this to be sort of a weekly check-in for us to help you, any questions you have. We're going to kind of cover some basic things tonight, give you an idea of what to expect from us for the next 3 weeks, and just kind of like launch everything. And then we'll meet every Monday night for the length of the group, which is 3 weeks. So for the next 3 weeks on Monday nights, we'll, kind of meet together, and Christy and I will talk about, something that we need to address. It might be something that's been going on in the group, or it might be something that we feel like we need to add or might need to talk about, or if there's questions you guys have, sometimes it's easier to talk to us rather than type it in because we don't always see it right away and that kind of thing. So anyway, so this group, as I said before, is a 3-week group, and weekends are off, so only Monday through Friday. And Christy and I are going to do live videos, so you don't have to watch us live, but if you do, that's great. And we're going to sort of go over a different topic every day, and if there is something like a script, or if there's a link or whatever, we will make sure to post that in the comments so that you can have some tangible resources for yourself as well. But we are going to do the videos every day. So it's kind of fun because I've never done it that way. I've always done it with posting, and I just think there's something more to be said about having a face-to-face and kind of seeing what, kind of what we're trying to convey. So I'm excited about that. So this week's topics, you already saw today's. Today's was a simple one. No big deal, but it's important. We're going to talk about our vital behaviors, which, I don't know if you've talked about that with your upline yet, but there's 4 vital behaviors. We're going to be addressing that, and that's a very important one. We're going to be talking about just like social media type of stuff, how to invite in a challenge group. We're going to talk about, how to share your story. So those are some kind of baseline things that we want to make sure that you guys understand and all of that. I did post in the group a link to kind of check through your Coach Online office, but I like to sort of give people a run through on that because when I first became a coach, I was just kind of like, there's all these tabs, and I really don't think the Coach Online office is super user friendly until you get used to it, and then it's no big deal, but I don't feel like it's like super easy to navigate. So I like to give coaches kind of a little preview of just kind of the basic areas that you need and all that good stuff. So we'll go over that tonight quickly. I'll just do a briefing of it. But we're excited to have you on our teams, and this is an exciting opportunity. If your coach invited you, they strongly believe in the company, which, I strongly do. I've been a coach for 2.5 years, and I love it, and it's been very beneficial for my family, and it's been beneficial for my health, and it's helped us in many different ways. So it's exciting to have new people on our team who, see the potential in the business. So it's exciting. So I'm going to go through, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen and go through just really quickly. Okay. How do I do this? Okay. Every time I do it, I've always stumbled through it. All right. Okay. I'm going to log into teambeachbody.com. Oh, I'm already logged in, so that's good. So when you log into your Team Beachbody account, you're going to see all these tabs up here. Obviously, the Beachbody On Demand is right here. That's a really good one to have access to. I use it every single day, and now they have that awesome cooking show. They have now the 3-week yoga retreat. There's a lot of cool stuff in there now, and there's so many workouts in there. I use it all the time. But most of the time, you're going to be using, well, you might go to shop too, because you can buy things. That's where you can shop, and you'll get your 25% discount. You can shop for anything in here. It will automatically show up as 25% off. But most of the time, when you are doing business type stuff, you're going to go to your Coach Online office, and you click on that. That's where I go every day. I check my Coach Online office just to kind of see what's going on with my business. On your left, you'll see your Coach ID. That's important. You'll probably memorize it at some point. So that's important to kind of at least know where to access it. And because it will be attached to any link you might send for a potential customer, so that if they order something that you will get commission for it, and then that you will become their coach. So that coach ID is always attached to that. It has your rank and all of that, your upline sponsor, that information. And you don't have to worry too much about what's going on down here quite yet. We'll get to that point at another point. But you see all these tabs here. You'll want to, how you get started. They have a site tour here. Go to your websites. You're going to want to edit your websites here and add a photo and write a little blurb in there. There's a place where you would write a little sort of background info about yourself. It's required as far as being able to rank advance and things like that's kind of strange, but you want to go in there and edit that. It's pretty simple. Sales and marketing, there's lots of business tools. I've gone in here and used the Beachbody logo to order business cards. You don't have to do that right now, but I'm just letting you know, like, you can access the Beachbody logo. There's just a lot of different tools in here that are awesome. My business is where I spend a lot of my time. This is like where I can access and see who are my coaches. So my downline, and that will show like full genealogy is like everyone in my downline, and then just my personally sponsored, I could just look at who are the coaches that I brought on. And the sponsorship drill down also kind of looks at my downline, their downline, their downline. I can see what kind of things that they're up to, like what their Success Club points are at, what kind of volume they're bringing in, and things like that. And this is where you can look at your volume, which you don't have to worry about right now, but that's just at some point you will know. My orders, what you've recently ordered, you can be like, oh, when did I last get Shakeology? When is it coming again? You can look on there, and then you can look at recent customer orders. I always check that, because sometimes a customer might order something and I didn't realize it, or if a lead ordered something, I try to send out thank yous to new customers. If they order something, like they order Shakeology, if they order, you know, a workout program, I try to send them a thank you. So I just kind of check those and make sure. Your commissions, that's where you'll be checking that. You can, every Thursday, that's payday for us. So every single Thursday, you'll be able to see what your following week's pay will, or what you'll be paid the following Thursday, which is kind of cool. And you don't have to worry about Star Diamond leadership qualifications, like Success Club. We'll talk about that. One thing you're going to want to do right away is, and your coach may have already talked to you about it, is my EFT management. That's how you're going to get your electronic fund transfer, so that you don't get a paper check in the mail, which you might like paper checks, but they actually charge you. I think they charge you like a few bucks to mail that. Otherwise, you can do your EFT and it will be automatically deposited into your account as far as when you get paid on Thursday. So that just, it's automatic. You don't have to think about it. The checks, they take a little bit longer. So that's where you're mostly going to get a lot of your, you'll be spending most of your time under my business. Incentive and rewards, you can look over current promotions, Success Club, news and training. I kind of peruse through those, but most of the time you see it on Coach Breaking News. So you don't have to really do much more beyond that. This is where your Success Club, and we'll be going over Success Club in our group, because Success Club is huge. It's really important with your business. So trying to think anything else that is, I don't think there's much else you really need to know right now with your Coach Online office. So other than that, I just wanted to welcome you all. Does anyone have any questions before we get going in our group this week? I mean, we've already kind of started, but anyone have any beginner questions before we get, really going into the group? Anything pressing, or just unmute yourself if you have anything. Nothing. Christy, do you have anything to add?
I don't have anything to add right now. I have no service in the UP when I am there, so I will be getting caught up tonight on all of your videos, and I'm excited to watch those. But just don't get overwhelmed, I guess. I know Sarah's going to go over some other things, but I know when I first did mine, I was like, reach out to us if you need anything, if you have any questions. This is a great thing that we're doing here Monday night. So write your questions down so that you can ask us on Monday if it's not something that's like a burning question and you want to ask right away. But the assignments, we try not to be too much. It's not like you're going to read a ton. The live videos, I did it with Becca last month, and I thought those were helpful. So we got some good feedback from that. So we're trying it again this month. So that's all I've got for now.
Yeah, no, I agree. Don't get overwhelmed. And try to just stay on top of it, because if you're like, oh, I'll just catch up this weekend, you'll be so annoyed that you have to watch all these videos and do all these little assignments. Just do it the day of, or if you have to do a couple days. That's just my advice. It helps, because the last thing we want anyone to feel is overwhelmed, because we really are a supportive group of individuals. We're starting to grow more men on our team, which is exciting. So, but we are mostly women, but I'd like to say that we are very supportive of each other, and we understanding of each other's life circumstances. Most of us, many of us have other jobs. Many of us have children, so we all get it. And when life happens, we do the best we can to support each other, give each other advice as to how to get through that, because there's days where something happens with your child and you've got to take care of it. And obviously there's priorities. So, but at the same time, this is a real business. And I think for a lot of people, myself included, it took me a long time to recognize, like, this is real deal. This is not just like some little thing I'm doing. Granted, I can do what I want with the business. That's also a really big benefit. But I also take it really seriously that this is something that, I'm a CEO of my own business. So we're all business owners here. And the growth potential is really pretty fantastic, as long as you are committed and you do your personal development, which we'll talk about that. But the personal development piece is huge, and being vulnerable and sharing yourself and things like that. But we will handhold you as much as we can until you're ready to go on your own. But it's an amazing opportunity that, as I said before, there's so many things that wouldn't have been happening in my life if I hadn't been offered this opportunity. And so I take it seriously. So with that being said, I encourage you to sort of talk to your spouse if you have a significant other, or if you don't, that's great too. But talk to your family if you live with anyone in your home about this. Make sure they're on board with you. If they're not, that's okay, because there are coaches that have significant others or other family members that aren't completely on board, so you wouldn't be alone in that. But I would definitely make sure that they know what's going on, and then they're in tune with it, so that they can support you in what you're trying to do, and develop time that you can kind of spend time on it. It doesn't have to be hours. It can be 20 minutes at night. Our group isn't going to take that much of your time. And some people do like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes there. I more like to do it all at once, an hour. If you can carve out an hour a day, I think you should be good. If you can do more, that's great too. But, just find time that works with your schedule, whether it's early in the morning, maybe it's on your lunch break. You might take care of your assignment then, or maybe it's at night, whatever works best for you and your energy level and your children and your work life and all of that stuff. So I'm one of the early morning people. Usually I start dwindling down by nighttime. I'm kind of like, in the morning, I'm my most alive. And, but there's other coaches here that are night owls. I'm looking at Stephanie. She's our resident night owl in the group here. So, but, just carve some time out for yourself. And think of it as something that you're doing for yourself. I kind of think of it as, as moms, we sometimes don't take care of ourselves as much as we should. We take care of everyone else. This is one thing that I consider that I do to take care of myself, because I don't just get financial benefit and physical benefit from it, but it does fill my bucket. If you've ever read that book, it does do something for me emotionally. So I feel like it's something that I do for myself. So, but yeah, feel free to ask us questions anytime about anything. It doesn't have to be about what's going on with a particular post or a video. It can be about something going on with your business, or, if whatever it may be, just feel free, and we're here for you. So, I don't know if there's anything else you have to add, Kristen. No.
Not right now.
So next Monday, we'll meet again on this. We'll kind of review over what we went over last week. We'll also talk about any questions you might have. We probably will go a little bit more in depth on, maybe vital behaviors and success club, because those are really important. That's like that. You're going to hear that over and over and over again. The vital behaviors and success club, number one kind of business piece for us. That's, kind of primary. So, but other than that, we'll let you guys get back to your evening, and we look forward to seeing you in the group tomorrow. Christy and I are going to be alternating days of posts, so you'll see Christy's face tomorrow. And so we're looking forward to working with you all. So have an awesome night, everyone. Sorry, there's a little fruit fly flying by me. And we'll see you guys soon.
See ya.
All right. Bye, guys.